little thing going round for the last minute or two. Anyway, I'm here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are an emerging nation. We've been around about 4.5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come. And we are now expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency, and that will benefit all our citizens. And anybody can become a citizen. It's just a case of registering, proving you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. There's no fee, no obligation. We are also a non-separatist organisation. We do not pigeonhole people and separate them because of where they come from, what they look like, what their gender is, or anything else. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all interlinked and all individually unique, and so having something unique to offer our community, and therefore all of equal value to our community. We have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that ideology. We also start with a little prayer just before that affirmation to help us find true happiness in life. And that's what everybody seeks. Everybody wants to be happy. You may think you want to travel the world. Why? To know other countries. Why? Because you feel it'll make you happy. You may want a new relationship. Why? Because you feel it'll make you happy. True happiness, not short-term pleasure. That inner bliss that is always with you. It's something that everybody seeks. A lot of people don't really understand what it is they're seeking. They know there's something missing from their life. They don't know what it is, and so they don't know how to get it. And it can't be bought. You can only get it through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that the more people you serve and the more value you put into that service, the more everything that you want and need in life will start flowing to you. You won't have to chase after it. You won't have to chase after money. You won't have to worry about anything. It'll all just start happening for you. So that's what our little prayer is about. But before we have that little prayer, let me just welcome you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. A lot of people watch the recording. 7 p.m. London time isn't convenient for everybody. And when you are watching live, the advantage is you can pop any questions you have into the comment section. Most people also like to put in their name and where they're from. People can see what's going on and they can interact with one another as well. So let's just have a quick look who we've got in live now. I see we have Ron from Amsterdam in Holland, Mary from Chicago in the United States, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Don from Vancouver Island in Canada, Nankiat from Nigeria, Richard from Devon in England, Andrew from Bangkok in Thailand. He is a resident of New Zealand, but he's on vacation at the moment, so he's enjoying time in Thailand. I believe it's a beautiful country. I've never been. Okay. Let's get started right away with a little short prayer, affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on today. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they need into their life. Amen. A little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. Any more? No. Andrew is the last person on the list at the moment. today. Kudos to Richard, who's in here. He's also one of our support team, and he found an error. I don't know what happened, but somebody made a payment with a card, adding funds to their ShareHelp wallet. Great. A lot of people do. Goes through automatically. But this time, instead of it crediting $30, it credited $30. I can't remember how many times. It was a lot of times. It ended up with about $5,000 worth of credit. Something that could easily have gone unnoticed. But not only are our support team wonderful in looking after you when you put in your tickets, the only time you don't get a good response is when you don't put in a good ticket. If you ensure the quality of your requests, you'll get a quality reply. But Richard, above and beyond everything else, located this, and we were very fortunate that he did, and it's all been put right. But we have to look into it next week and see what went wrong, because we've had payments before it and after it that were as normal. But just this one payment just was extremely unusual, let's put it that way. Okay. What else has been going on today? Been one or two other things that I've been preparing for the return of Deviani. I don't think she's in till Tuesday. I don't think she's in on Monday. I'd have to check that, but I think it's Tuesday that she's back. So one or two things there that we need to resolve and get sorted out. I've been working on the share certificates. It's a little bit of a tedious job, and I've had a bit of a struggle with the template. I lost the original template for the share certificates, and I want them all to look the same. And I've had a little bit of difficulty getting that sort of matched up, because I'm not very good at that sort of thing. Okay, but we are there now, and no, they haven't all gone out, but hopefully we'll get them all cleared. We seem to have stopped getting people putting in the requests now, so hopefully we'll get them all cleared sometime tomorrow. What about the sales page or the information for the Easy Team Builder? No, not available yet to you. And the 777 plan? No, not available yet. I hold my hands up. I'm you can say I'm dragging my feet with it, but I'll get it done as soon as I can. Okay. We've got Lewis in saying, question: whoever purchased shares only receives an email with the certificate. I bought a share for one of my affiliates, and he didn't receive an email confirming the purchase. There is no email confirming purchase. You only get an email when the certificate is delivered. When you complete the form, then when you submit the form, you are directed to a thank you page telling you that, yeah, we'll get the certificate to you as soon as possible. And we've got Edwin in from Kissimmee in Florida. Hi there. Are you there on vacation, or do you live there? I know that it is the Disney area. What's it called? Disney World, isn't it, in Florida? Okay. So nice to have you with us anyway, Edwin. We're all very excited, at least I hope we all are, with the Easy Team Builder. We want to get that launched next week if we can, but we are in pre-launch now. You can get in pre-launch, and it'll maintain the integrity of the We Share Abundance genealogy. and that is another thing I've been working on to make sure that it is done in the right way so that people are allocated correctly. I'm not a programmer by any stretch of the imagination, but I do have a good logical mind, and I can explain the systems and how they work for the developers to then do the coding to make that happen. And so you can say I'm, if you like, a systems analyst, but not a developer. Okay, not a programmer. So I do get taken up in time with doing those sort of things and trying to make it as clear as possible for the developers so that they can code the process correctly. Okay. Um, what else has happened today? Not a lot really that I can relate to. There are still some errors in the display for the share help plan. I've got on to Rohit again about them. I thought we'd got them fixed because he did fix some of the things, but there are still some issues. So if you're having those, just hang in there. Hopefully, when Rohit gets back to me, we'll get those sorted out. I've not got any messages out today, I don't think. Oh, I think I did send a message to people's inbox telling them that we're still working on the share certificates. But other than that, nothing has gone out from me. No promotions, no anything at all. We do have some numbers for you. For the third day in a row, there is no change in the 777 plan. Still at 27,530. It is what it is. We can only provide you with the opportunities. If you're not making any money out of them, you have to look in the mirror. Okay. We have an increase of 12 in our registered members to 50,423. An increase of 16 in our active members, which is a bit more like it should be for the for things. But I do want one of the things I've asked Deviana to check when she's back is how the active members, what the criteria is for them being listed as active members, because we had a huge drop percentage-wise between the end of the month and the beginning of the next month, and sometimes we're not seeing the increases that we should see when new people register. So we need to get that sorted out, because I want to make sure that everybody that is active is shown as active so that we can do another random withdrawal and make sure that everybody that should be included is included. Okay. What else have we got? We've got no change. Oh yeah, no, sorry, we have. I think. Let me just check. I'm showing it as 0, but it looks like it should be 2. Yeah, should be 2. We have an increase of 2 in our paid members in the Share Hope plan. Let me just change that so that it doesn't confuse me in the future. To 509. No change in the membership for the Multiply Weezer. We did log in. We got our revenue share, which was about what, 72 cents, exactly 72 cents actually. Took us up to $10,586.13 in the bonus pool. So those are the current numbers. Now then, we have a question, I think. Gudanamo, sorry. I bought a share in the post. No, sorry. I bought a share in the past, but I don't know where I stored my share certificate. Usually left in my old phone. What shall I do now? We have a share register. A share certificate really is just for you to frame and put on the wall and say, this is how I made my first $1 million. Okay. It gives you something that you can look at and say, yeah, okay, I've got it. But we have a register of shareholders, and that is what we go by. We don't need your share certificate to make payments to you. They will automatically be paid to you when they are available. So nothing to worry about. It's I don't know. If you lost your birth certificate, does it mean you've never been born? um, it's in our share register. Okay, so don't worry about it. Pierre Schultz in from South Africa, I think. I'm a bit late tonight. Not too late. We do, of course, have the raffle. Now then, with what's been going on in the background and with the people taking time off for Diwali and things like that, I've not really organised anything for the charities that we're going to vote on to send some cash to. So what I'm asking you to do is just, if you have a charity or an organisation, it doesn't have to be a registered charity. It has to be a non-profit organisation. It can be a youth club. It can be a sporting facility. It can be a church. It can be many, many, many things that all need additional funds. And if you have one in mind, what I'm going to ask you to do right now, you don't have to do it right now, but now I'm asking you, now I'm telling you, what I want you to do is to put in a support ticket and just put in the heading charity, and then we need details of the charity. We need its name, we need its address, we need a contact number, so that we can get in touch with them. We can check on them, verify that they are bona fide organization, and it's not just somebody that's invented something. I could say, oh yeah, we have a charity here in Gooseham where I live, and it's called the Gooseham for All charity, and it's wonderful, and it gives mince pies out on Christmas Day to everybody, and they're short of funds because they lost their kitchen or something. Of course, that doesn't exist. So we need to make sure that these things do exist and are valid and are bona fide, not for-profit organisations that will use the funds. But if you put in all the information you can in the subject, just put charity, and then it'll get marked for my attention, and we'll make a list of them. We'll contact the ones that look like they are genuine, and then we can produce a poll very easily where when you buy a ticket, you can vote for the charity, and whoever gets the most votes gets the $500. Okay, so that's what I'm asking you to do. I was going to try and get it sorted out by the programmers when you bought your ticket to have the option of adding your charity, but they're snowed under anyway. So we'll do it that way. Just put in a ticket with charity as the subject, and then we can put together a poll pretty easily, and that can then be voted for, and we can send them some money. Okay. So let's do a bit of good in the world, a little bit outside of our own community, if you like, outside of our nation. Right, what else have we got? Nothing else there. Not done those. We do have the raffle to do, of course. So let's do that, and then if anybody's got any questions, or if there's anything I've forgotten to mention, you can remind me. Anything that you need updates on that I can give you something valid. Let me find an admin account first of all, and log in. It used to leave the accounts open, but apparently it used a lot of bandwidth and things, and so now that's why they shut down after a period of inactivity. So we're logging in now. And once we're logged in, once we can click on the dashboard, here we go. Let me do a screen share now. We can run the raffle before I forget to do that. Share screen. Window. Okay, that should be sharing now. Let's have a look. Yep, looks like it is. Okay, I've no idea how many tickets we've sold. I can't remember whether I promoted it much or not. I just don't know. I've got to be few current ticket statistics. 216. I think that's pretty good. I think when we get over 200, we're making profits. So 216. We have to refresh the page and get back to there now. Okay, so roll on the drums. And the winner this week is, boom, Ross. Got $80. That is a member. It's not an admin account. It's not a test account. We do have Frammy as the admin account. I always buy tickets in that name, and I always buy them also from the test accounts of Rosa and Rosita. Now, if they ever win, we just chuck the money straight into the charity pool. So we've got 80 and 71, 151. We had 216. 49, $57 profit. I think that's as good as we've had for a while. And if we can keep getting that, in fact, I'm going to have the whole raffle system changed a little bit so that every week there will be a guaranteed amount for charity. And then there will be also a guaranteed, well, we have a guaranteed top prize now, but we're going to be able to guarantee a higher prize. And I've got ideas of how we'll change that, but it's not right now, okay? But then anyway, congratulations to Bros. I think Bros has won once before. It seems recognize the name. I could be wrong. But if we go here again now, you can view the results. Here we go. Now we have a suggestion in from one of our members to have a search facility for you, and it is there. I didn't realize it was there, but you can search for your own ticket there, so you can see what's been won and what hasn't been won. So if we look up Ross, for example, he definitely has a winner. And there you go, you can see he's got 80, and he's also won a couple of second prizes. So he's won $82. Well done, Ross. So you can search in that way. It was something that was requested, and I said, yeah, it's a good idea, but it's already there. So there you go. You can easily search for your information in the results. Okay, let's get back to, we can stop sharing there now. Get back here and see if we've got anything else. We've got Kingsley in from Manchester in England. A little bit late, Kingsley. We're going. Okay. Kingsley is one of the fortunate people. We've got a couple of fortunate people in here that managed to receive vehicles from Beyond Infinity before they cancelled the car plan. I'm not surprised it got cancelled. It was unsustainable. But a few of our members benefited out of those first few, and we in fact benefited ourselves as a community. We had a vehicle that we were able to sell and get some cash into the funds. I was talking yesterday about the 3 passive income plans, but Beyond Infinity is also a passive income plan, and it's remarkably inexpensive. But unless you are going to go out and refer people, then you're going to have to wait quite a while before you see any cash coming in. If you leave the settings as they are, it's only $50. You pay $50 and you get involved. Now, if you pay $50 and you are referred by one of the admin accounts, we've got 2 of them, one's Frammy and one's Rosita, then you can put in the support ticket and we'll give you a $35 rebate. So it only costs you $15. And if you don't refer anybody, you're going to have to sit around for 6 or 7 years, I can't remember the exact number now, before you start seeing any cash coming back to you. But for $15, one-time payment, what do you expect? You expect to be making $100 an hour tomorrow, that's pie in the sky. So it is very good. It's very solid. It's been around for a while. We are now getting some regular payments. I can't remember when we got in. Probably a couple of years, I think, since they started it. But we are now getting some regular payments out of there. Of course, we missed out on, we would have had, if the car plan had been sustainable, we'd have had like $1 million worth of vehicles coming our way. We didn't expect it. We hoped for them. I've also been asked by a few people, is there a way that you can put more money in? And of course, through the car plan, you could at one time. And then when they had the Node pre-launch thing, that also enabled you to add funds into your Beyond Infinity Gold account, which is the passive income stream. At present, I don't think there is any way you can add funds because I've had a few people asking me. Now, whether or not they're going to institute something in the future or not, I don't know. It may be something that we could put in a question and see if we get any answer. But I think at the moment, the answer is going to be wait and see, because they're totally focused 100% on getting the node system running and working. And I know that they've had a bit of difficulty and they're struggling a bit with getting the website working the way they want it to. It is there, but you've been asked not to log in. If you want to be kept up to date, if you log into your Beyond Infinity account, and down, I think Richard once again told us, there's a link down at the bottom right of your dashboard to access the Telegram group, and that's where they put all their news. I don't think there's been much news today. Let me just have a look. Beyond Infinity official chat. More news. Global economic. No. Nothing much going on there. Of course, we have elections in the United States, and this is a big thing. It affects economies throughout the world, and that is, I think it's on the 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason, and plot, as we say here in the UK. And so the markets at the moment are either very slow or highly volatile, and usually a bit of both. And for that reason, you've got to be very, very wary of anything that is going on in the marketplace at the moment. Once it settles, once we have a definite winner in the election in the States, no matter who it is, then you will see an increase in the value of cryptocurrencies. And they tend to go up once the election is over. They tend to climb. I'm saying you will. I mean, I'm only saying it usually happens, and it's my guess that they will climb. But at the moment, they can go up and down. They can be highly volatile. And a lot of traders have just stopped trading until after the election now. So if you are in any of the plans, then and you're not seeing any activity, that's why, apart from it being weekend, which a lot of them don't trade as well. Excuse me. But Beyond Infinity is a good passive income plan. And now that the management has changed, I am more confident that it's going to be around for many years to come. When the management team was as it was, I had reservations about it, but now that the management team has changed and settled, I believe that it will be around for many years to come. That doesn't mean that the programs will always stay exactly the same. They may find a need to change them, but at the moment that big plan is a real good plan. If you're going to be passive, yeah, get in. It'll cost you $50 maximum. If you join with one of our admin links, it'll only cost you $15, and then you just sit back and wait. But if you are going to promote it, then you can move along a lot faster. And if they do in the future introduce another way of funding your Beyond Infinity Gold account, then that can also move you along a lot faster. Normally, as I say, it's six years, something like that, before you start seeing payment. 5.25 years, I think it is, before you get your first payment of passive income. And then you get it every week, and it keeps increasing. But if you are active in referring other people, and if you can put in some money when it's available, then it brings it forward. As I say, I think we've only been in a couple of years, and we're now getting some handy income, which helps us pay costs and improve the development, and it's enabled us to take on another developer and this sort of thing. We have to be a bit cautious, because you never know with a third-party plan how long they're going to last. It could be here today, gone tomorrow. I think it's going to be around for a good while. So I think it's a real good bet for you for a relatively low one-time payment. Providing you with something for your future. Okay. No questions have come in. We've done the raffle. I've given you the numbers. It is Sunday. There's not a lot of development or anything going on. I didn't get as much done as I would have liked today. I did oversleep, I've got to be honest. And normally I'm up a lot earlier. It was 6 o'clock or something like that when I got up today. Like 3 hours of the day gone. So it did impact perhaps a little bit what I got done today, but we kept on top of things and managed to keep moving in the right direction, and that's all we can do. But I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. I'm not sure if we have developers in or not without checking. I'm not going to check right now, but we'll have a look and we'll see where we are tomorrow at 7 p.m. London time. As usual, okay? In between now and then, let's see if we can get some movement on that 777 plan. 3 days, not one person added into that plan. That is a sad indictment on having 20 odd thousand members, and not one of them has introduced one person. Okay, it is what it is. God bless you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, see you later, alligator. Ain't a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on. Ain't a wild crocodile. Woo! See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile.